mostly focus on Jo. Is that okay?
Fine.
Tell me when
Ready?
you're going.
You're ready.
Ready. Okay. Hi, it's Angela here from Women's Business Club, and I have the great privilege today of chatting to Jo Fairley. Hi, Jo.
Hello. Welcome to my nerve centre.
So we're here. We have a very great honour to be in her office. This is where it all happens.
It is.
So we're going to find out a bit more about how it all happens today. So tell us about this.
So obviously I'm the co-founder of Green and Blacks, and I've gone on to become a serial entrepreneur. So I have always run my businesses from my home, actually. And for me, that's really important. And in fact, when we had private equity investors in Green and Blacks, they took over our house, and Craig and I basically, my husband and I, lived in a bedsit on the top floor.
Right.
And if we wanted to use the living room, we had to book it because it was also the boardroom.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I really like the short commute, actually, from my bedroom to my office. I've never been one for sitting for hours a day on a train, because to me that's, even though I'm working a fraction as effectively as I am at my desk. So yeah, my team for the Perfume Society and Beauty Bible come here to work every day downstairs.
Okay.
So
that's
works
those lovely
really,
ladies
really well.
we met downstairs.
Yeah, that
Okay.
works really well.
So that's one of your other main businesses, is the Perfume Society.
So the Perfume Society and beautybible.com. And Beauty Bible's been going for years and years, and began with a series of beauty books, which have become the best-selling beauty books in the world with Sarah Stacey. I think we've written something like 15 books now, but actually we put everything, we do these annual awards which recognise products that have done really well with our real life testers, and we put them on beautybible.com now rather than in a book, which takes 18 months to produce because it's out of date by the time you do it. So that's run from here, and also the Perfume Society, which is a discovery box for perfume lovers. So it curates sort of 12 to 15 samples and allows you to explore the fragrances at home while reading smelling notes online that kind of bring the fragrance alive and tell you all about it. And for me, that's really important, because I think there's a lot of waste in perfume. You go to duty free maybe and you buy a bottle because, you do that, and you're halfway to Bali before you realise you don't like it. So I like the idea that people can try things before they buy, and that it's kind of true of Beauty Bible as well. If we have 10 women who rave about a product, the chances are that lots of other women are going to love it too.
So how did you make that jump from Green and Blacks into perfumes? It's very different.
Well, they are, but somebody pointed out, so I also had a bakery, an organic bakery, which we bought the bakery down the road, took it organic, put in a one-stop natural and organic food store, and we have a wellbeing centre in the town centre in Hastings, which has 9 treatment rooms, a yoga studio, Pilates studio, etc. And it took somebody else to kind of point out to me what it was that links all my businesses, which is that they're all in some way to do with the senses. So the bakery and the chocolate are taste, and the Perfume Society and Beauty Bible are to do with smell and a little bit to do with touch. And the Wellington Centre really is all about touch. But what also brings them all together is that I've had a very strong visual focus on everything I've ever done. So everything always has to look beautiful. So
you can tell by your home.
So yeah. So I've seen lots of opportunities of things that weren't being done, basically. And I think that very often launching a business may well be the same for you, is the fact that you see that there's something that you want that isn't being fulfilled.
Yes.
And hang on a sec, I can't be the only person that feels this way. There must be lots of other people out there as well. And that's a pretty good standpoint, I think, for launching a business, because you don't need a focus group. You don't need to kind of do some market research. You just go, it's not there. I know it's not there. I need it, and I'm not alone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think I always say to my team, if we get stuck, our ideal client is me. Ask me the questions.
Exactly.
Because that's
always
why I
put
set
yourself
it up. Yeah.
in your customer's shoes, or in my case, currently my slippers.
I love that. So tell me something. How I've been given advice on being focused. Like, I have this business, I must focus, but I see needs and I have great business ideas, and I think, oh, there's a need, we can do that. And
Yes,
then I rein it in, and then I focus. What would you say?
You do have to be strategic. I
Mm.
think you do have to. I think I've come to realise that there are lots of opportunities that present themselves to you, and there are also lots of opportunities within any business that present themselves to you. But you're going to run on empty if you try and chase after every single rainbow. So I've almost come to the conclusion it doesn't really matter what you choose to follow as long as you follow it through, because then all your resources, all your energy, all your bright ideas are going to be focused into that one thing and not diluted across lots of different projects and ideas and projects, etc. So yes, I think the biggest mistake that I've made in previous businesses was just trying to do too many things, trying to follow too many rainbows, export to too many countries, service too many customers. You know, it's every one of them is a challenge in themselves.
Yes. And so tell us about this. How did it happen?
So how it happens. So I juggle lots of different businesses, and a speaking career, and I'm very much looking forward to coming to your event. So I have to be incredibly organised, and I live by my lists basically. So I have a paper list from Kiki K, Fabulous Stationers, which basically maps out everything that I've got to do over the week, and sort of things I have to carry forward to next week. Then I also, because I think this is really important, I have a weekly good habits list, which I also found in her store, in Kiki's store. And this is really important. So you write down what your habits are, and then there's a little box for every single day, and at the end you decide what you're going to reward yourself with if you get all 7 ticks.
Oh, nice.
So it is really good.
Yeah.
And I currently owe myself a This Works body oil, a jasmine sunback plant, and some anchovies, which were my various sundry incentives for completing my well-being tasks. But that's really important, because the first 10 minutes of any day I spend listening to an app called calm.com, and it just centers me and it focuses me, and it means that I can really kind of prioritize projects and what I'm going to do next, not run around like a headless chicken.
Yes.
So that's terribly important to me. So you'll see that I've done all my meditation. I'm almost finished taking my vitamins, which are also very important, because I'm just really believe, particularly for women, because we have to juggle so many roles in our lives. You know, we're carers as well as business people, and we have to make sure the loo roll doesn't run out. We owe it to ourselves to give ourselves plenty of TLC, and very often we put ourselves at the bottom of the list. But actually, I use the analogy of that in-flight warning that you get, whereby they say if the oxygen mask comes down, you have to put it on yourself before you put it on your child or on anybody else. And that's absolutely true. If we don't take care of ourselves first, we actually can't look after somebody else. So I was talking to an entrepreneur, a female entrepreneur in the beauty world earlier this week, and she was absolutely running on empty. She was having to do the accounts and the sales and the product development and the finance and all of these different things. And I just said, when did you last do something for yourself? And she said, I just can't remember. And I could tell she was so on the edge of burnout. She was so ready to throw in the towel. And I said, look, your most important project for the next hour is to just go and do something nice for you. I promise you'll feel different about the world when you stop. I just bumped into her on the station, so it was a timely thing, I think. But it was a perfect illustration of what I believe in, which is that, you know, if we're not at the top of our game, and if that's when things start to overwhelm in business, that's when you can't think clearly because you're so tired, and eventually you just go, this is no fun, I want to give up.
And so many people find that the hardest thing to do is to take that time for yourself. You know, it's easier just to keep going and push yourself.
It's much easier to keep going
anymore.
So, you know, I get my 10,000 steps as often as I can most days. Kind of make it up at the weekend if I don't get it during the week. But, you know, I'll look at the weather app on my phone and go, okay, I'm going to go for a walk then, because that's the window when it's not going to be raining. And
Do you swim in the sea?
Yes.
I thought I noticed that.
So swimming's, the sea's at the end of the road.
Yeah.
And in fact, I was just down there this morning looking at it thinking, oh, I wonder if you've got one more swim in us in late October. But actually a friend of mine was in. I mean, she was swimming and she was having a great time. So
I guess once you're in, you warm up,
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah.
It's just that getting in, it must be really
it's getting
hard.
in, but oh my God, when you get out, you feel fantastic.
Yes.
And that really clears my head.
Mm.
So in the summer, it's a great punctuation mark at the end of the day.
And any other great tips on being organised?
Well, you know,
and
I really believe in my inspirational quotes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a quote from Flaubert, the French writer. Be regular and ordinary in your life so that you may be violent and original in your work. And that really means, I think, that it goes back to what I was talking about. If you've got the basics, if you're eating as well as you can, taking supplements because probably you're not eating as well as you can.
Yes.
If you're getting your meditation, you're trying to get a reasonable amount of sleep, etc., then that frees you up to be creative. I've got things like, I have a wonderful quote that I gave to my grandson once. Organising is what you do before you do something so that when you do it, it's not all mixed up. And that was a quote from, I think, Pooh Bear in
So much
The
wisdom
House of
in
Pooh
Pooh
Corner.
Bear.
I
So
know.
much wisdom in there.
I've got something from J.M. Barrie. Shall we make a new rule of life from tonight? Always try to be a little kinder than necessary. So, you know, if I'm kind of feeling uninspired or, you know, like it's all getting on top of me, I really use that wall to
It's such a good idea.
inspire me.
Yeah. You see them on Instagram, for
Yeah.
example, but then they
Yeah.
go.
Then they go.
The wall is
They go.
brilliant.
So
It's a great
Print 'em up,
idea.
stick them up. Yeah. And just, you know, nice people in my life as well.
Thanks. There's so much there that we can go and apply straight away, you know. And where do we find these awesome planners?
The Awesome Planners are a stationery store and online. Kiki K, K-I-K-K-I.
There we go, ladies.
Dot
Let's
K,
get
I
organised.
think.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And we are so excited, really looking forward to seeing you at our conference in December. And yeah, we'll just keep in touch online in the meantime.
Absolutely.
Until that date.
No, absolutely. You know, I've learnt so much in my entrepreneurial journey and I love to share it with people because actually, you know, at the end of the day, business is business
Yes.
and we all face the same challenges.
Yeah. And we can't wait to hear it. So thanks so much.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Turn it off now.